In the ashes of a 7-bedroom family home in Mountain View, St. Andrew, lies the charred remnants of a life cut far too short. Among the smoldering rubble, a burnt mattress stands as a haunting reminder of the inferno that claimed the life of a 1-year-old infant on Saturday, November 16. The blaze, which erupted in the early hours, left heartbreak in its wake. While his 4-year-old brother and other family members managed to escape unscathed, the infant's tragic death has plunged his loved ones into profound grief. When the press visited the scene days later, sorrow hung heavy in the air. The infant's mother, Shaniel, just days away from her 22nd birthday, sat in anguish, her milestone overshadowed by unimaginable loss. The fire reportedly broke out around 12:53 p.m., according to the Jamaica Fire Brigade. During the cooling down efforts, the infant's remains were discovered, bringing the devastating truth to light. Green recounted the fateful moment her daughter left the house to fetch an item from a nearby shop. Despite whispers in the community, Green fiercely defended her daughter against rumors that she was out gambling when the tragedy occurred. The pain of losing tradition, as the infant was affectionately nicknamed, weighs heavily. Green's last memory of him is bittersweet. He was gleefully devouring chicken and chips the night before. In the aftermath of the tragedy, the Child Protection and Family Services Agency has taken the 4-year-old boy into care. CEO Laurette Adams Thomas confirmed he is receiving counseling and therapeutic support to help him cope with the trauma. For Shaniel and her family, the path ahead is one of mourning, resilience, and clinging to one another through the storm. The quiet hillside community of Knockpatrick, Manchester, was jolted by violence Friday night as gunmen unleashed a deadly attack at a makeshift bar, leaving 1 man dead and another injured. The deceased has been identified as Ricardo Williams, known locally as Ricky, a resident of Hillside. The brazen attack, which occurred around 9 p.m., sent shockwaves through a community already grappling with a string of violent incidents. Williams' death comes a little over 2 months after his brothers, Sanjay and Andre Williams, were charged with the murder of 46-year-old Kevin Trees Brown on Green Street, Knockpatrick, a connection that has left residents speculating about possible motives. According to preliminary reports, Williams and another man were enjoying a drink at the bar when gunmen struck, firing indiscriminately before vanishing into the night. The victims were rushed to the hospital, where Williams was pronounced dead, and the other man remains hospitalized. The attack has reignited fears in Knockpatrick, with residents voicing frustration over the escalating violence disrupting their lives. Manchester has seen a troubling surge in violence this year, with 46 murders recorded so far. Several communities, including Knockpatrick, have been under curfew in recent weeks as authorities attempt to curb the bloodshed. As detectives piece together the circumstances surrounding Friday night's shooting, calls are growing louder for the police to take decisive action. This latest killing marks the 2nd murder in Manchester in just 1 week. Last Friday, a school bus driver was gunned down on the Holmwood Technical High School compound, further highlighting the growing crisis in the parish. Tragedy struck the quiet community of Capture Land in Perrytown, St. Anne, Thursday night, when a 32-year-old man was gunned down in a chilling act of violence. The victim, Jermaine Logan, known locally as Winnie and Scrapehead, was reportedly ambushed around 7:15 p.m. Residents say the peace of the evening was shattered by the sharp cracks of gunfire. Moments later, Logan's lifeless body was discovered, riddled with what appeared to be gunshot wounds, lying in the shadowed streets of his neighborhood. Panicked locals rushed to his aid, transporting him to St. Anne's Bay Hospital. But despite their efforts, Logan succumbed to his injuries shortly after arrival, leaving behind a community steeped in grief and fear. The Ocho Rios Criminal Investigations Branch has launched an intense probe into the circumstances surrounding Logan's death. For now, a somber silence blankets the streets of Capture Land, a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring scars of violence. Morant Bay, St. Thomas, was rocked by a chilling act of violence Tuesday night, as the life of 31-year-old Roger Gale, a resident of Friendship Lane, was cruelly cut short. The tragic events unfolded at approximately 11:15 p.m. in the usually quiet Springfield Bamboo Lane. The piercing sound of gunfire shattered the stillness, sending waves of panic through the community. When the police arrived, they found Gale's bloodied body riddled with gunshot wounds, a haunting scene that has left residents shaken. Despite efforts to save him, Gale succumbed to his injuries at the Princess Margaret Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. As the Morant Bay Criminal Investigation Branch takes up the case, a cloud of mystery hangs over the murder. With no motive yet established, speculation runs rampant, and fear tightens its grip on the hearts of those who knew Gale. The investigation continues as police work tirelessly to piece together the puzzle of this senseless killing, while a community mourns another life lost to violence. 3 decades after its release, Murder, She Wrote, the timeless dancehall anthem by Chaka Demus Pliers, has officially struck platinum in the United Kingdom. On Friday, November 18, the British phonographic industry bestowed the prestigious platinum certification on the track after it surpassed 600,000 units in sales, as verified by the official charts company. This milestone comes just a year after the song reached gold status in June 2022, cementing its enduring appeal and legacy. Recorded in 1992 by producers Sly and Robbie and Lloyd Gitsy Willis on the infectious Bomb Bomb rhythm, Murder, She Wrote has remained an indomitable force in dancehall. Featured on the duo's 1993 album Tease Me, the track's hypnotic beat and cheeky lyrics quickly made it a global favorite. The song climbed to number 57 on the Billboard Hot 100 and held its ground for 17 weeks in 1993. Across the Atlantic, it peaked at number 27 on the UK singles chart in 1994, solidifying its place in dancehall history. 2 music videos were crafted for the hit, including one featuring the legendary dancehall queen Carlene Smith, adding to its cultural significance. The story behind the song is as colorful as its legacy. According to Chaka Demus, the track was inspired by a real-life incident involving Pliers and a woman named Maxine, who claimed to be pregnant with Pliers' child. After 9 months passed with no baby in sight, Chaka came to the conclusion that this was Murder, She Wrote, sparking the song's unforgettable title. Adding a layer of intrigue, the title drew inspiration from the beloved TV detective series Murder, She Wrote. In 2019, Angela Lansbury, the show's star, was introduced to the song for the first time and expressed her delight, saying she was thrilled to be a part of reggae. Over the years, Murder, She Wrote has been interpolated and sampled in numerous hits, including Omarion's Post to Be, French Montana and Nicki Minaj's Freaks, Pitbull's El Taxi, and Daddy Yankee's Coup Tire Pas Lante. Its influence spans genres, from hip-hop to reggaeton. The track was just one of several chart-topping singles from Tease Me. The album's title track peaked at number 3 on the UK singles chart and is also platinum certified. Other hits include Twist and Shout, She Don't Let Nobody, and Gal Wine. The album itself soared to number 1 on the UK albums chart and has since been certified platinum with over 300,000 units sold. Decades after its debut, Murder, She Wrote remains a cultural and musical treasure, a testament to the enduring power of dancehall music to captivate audiences around the world.